Welcome to the Morning Digg Podcast with Chris Williams, where in under 5 minutes, I discuss experiences, achievements, and lessons that have motivated me so they can also help you kickstart your day and to keep digging in. Good morning, and welcome to this edition of the Morning Digg Podcast, episode 45. We're almost a year in. I'm looking forward to getting to that year point, celebrating, and then focusing on getting to year 5. This is something I endeavor to do for a long time. I've appreciated all the positive feedback, all the comments, all the kindness. And yes, I plan on doing this for a very long time. As long as you'll keep listening, keep sharing with your friends, I'm going to keep doing it. Today, let's talk about the fundamentals. So for me, I was rucking recently. I do it a couple times a week minimum. And do it a little bit of a lighter weight, just kind of more of a recovery ruck. And I realized I was slouched. My core wasn't activated and my low back was kind of being fussy. So what did I do? I tightened my core, I locked in, I squeezed my glutes, and I basically locked in my entire posterior chain from my abdomen to my quads, my glutes, my low back, everything tightened, stood tall, rolled my shoulders back, and I realized, man, that weight just became a lot easier. And all that pain, all that discomfort I was feeling went away. Now, I wasn't completely void of discomfort because I found new discomfort in the fact that I was activating my quads and my glutes and all these muscles that I hadn't been using before. I wasn't activating my core. So all of a sudden now those muscles were getting sore. And it just taught me that had I just focused on more weight, stronger, faster, I would have gotten to a point where I would have hit a glass ceiling. I wouldn't have been able to move the weight anymore. I would not have been able to walk 45 minutes, an hour plus, 3, 4, 5 miles with 40, 50 pounds on my back because of the discomfort in my back, because of other problems that would have generated because I hadn't focused on the fundamentals, because I had been too quick to rush for whether it's bragging rights or self-esteem, whatever it is. If I would have focused on ego rather than fundamentals, I would have put myself in a position where I would not have been able to grow or improve or get better any further. And what I want you to think about is what other scenarios or experiences or things in our life are we doing that? Are we rushing to try to get to the next level in our career? We're trying to rush to get to the next level in our fitness. We're rushing to get to the next level in our diet. And we're missing the fundamentals that will carry us so much farther in life, that will help us elevate to such a higher level than we could get to in our rush, in this rush state. So it's just something to think about. I know for a fact that now that I'm working on my core and I'm getting that feedback, that positive feedback that I'm in the right position when I ruck, I'm up to almost an hour with 20 pounds. Next is going to be 30. We're going to build up that way, making sure, again, I'm hitting all those fundamental levels. Then we're going to go for 40, then 50, and onward and upward. You know, obviously, I have a goal of hitting a 100-pound ruck for a 5K. So that's something I'm working towards. Now I'm working towards it correctly, focusing on the fundamentals, making sure that my movement patterns and my muscles are properly activated so that I don't create an injury concern or an injury risk that is totally unnecessary. Something to think about, something to probably put into action in at least one facet of your life. I hope that helps. As always, don't hesitate to reach out if you need anything, and keep digging in. Thank you for taking the time today to experience the Morning Digg Podcast. Whether you're a first-time listener or long-time listener, I hope that this has given you value, that you found the time to share this with friends so that you keep inspiring and rising the tides for all. If you haven't yet, take a moment to check the description below and follow me on my social media accounts for daily motivation, education, inspiration that I hope continues to provide value for years to come. As always, my goal is value. So if this provides value, continue sharing with others, keep digging in.